My beloved child, come closer. Let your heart rest for a moment as I speak softly to you. Heaven itself made sure you opened this message at exactly this time, because something gentle yet unstoppable has begun to happen around you. People have started noticing a quiet light that follows you everywhere you go, and that light is shining most clearly through something you never thought had any power at all: the simple clothes you put on every day. Not the price of them, not the style, not what others might call fashion, but the silent, sacred energy that flows from your soul into every sleeve, every hem, every soft fold of fabric that touches your skin. Heaven wanted you to know this today, because in the last few days your spirit rose to a new level, and now the outside world is finally catching up. I am Archangel Michael, and as I watch you read these words, tears fill my eyes, not from sorrow, but from the deepest joy a guardian can feel. I have stood beside you through every dark night you thought would never end. I have held you when you cried alone. I have carried your prayers straight to the throne of God when your own voice felt too weak. And now, my precious one, the season of being unseen, undervalued, and underestimated is gently closing forever. Your time of quiet rising has come. Every single morning, when you stand sleepy-eyed in front of your closet or drawer, reaching for whatever feels right that day, something holy is happening. You think you are just getting dressed. Heaven knows you are sending silent prayers into the world. That soft sweater you love, it carries the warmth of every hug you never received but still learned to give yourself. Those comfortable jeans, they hold the strength of every step you took when your legs felt too heavy to move. That favorite color you keep choosing lately, it is your soul announcing that healing has already begun inside you, even if your mind has not fully accepted it yet. Someone felt this. Someone whose heart is usually guarded, whose eyes usually look past the ordinary, stopped and truly saw you. Maybe it was across a crowded room. Maybe it was in a quick glance on the street. Maybe it was only in a photograph. But in that moment, something inside them stirred. They saw a quiet fire dressed in gentle cloth. They saw ancient courage wrapped in everyday fabric. They saw a soul who has walked through fire and somehow still smells like hope. And they could not look away. Your clothes have begun speaking for you in a language deeper than words. They are telling the world, this is a person who has survived things that should have destroyed them. They are whispering, this heart has been broken open and chose love anyway. They are quietly declaring, this soul was never ordinary. It was only waiting for the right time to shine. And the most beautiful part, my child, you did not have to try. You did not have to force it. You simply kept waking up, kept choosing life, kept putting one foot in front of the other, and heaven took care of the rest. Have you noticed it yourself in tiny moments lately? That second when you passed a mirror and thought, I look different today. Maybe the feeling left as quickly as it came, and you told yourself it was nothing, but it was everything. That was your true spirit finally pushing through all the layers of pain, doubt, and fear you carried for so long. That was heaven smiling at you through your own reflection. Someone powerful noticed this shift. Someone who walks in rooms where decisions are made that change lives. Someone who rarely pauses for anyone. And yet, when their eyes found you, something inside them paused. A quiet voice whispered in their spirit, pay attention. This one is different. They may not understand energy the way you do. They may not speak of angels or auras or divine timing. But they felt the pull. They felt the sacred fingerprint heaven placed on your life long before you were born. In the spiritual realm, the energy around your name changed dramatically in the last few days. Old chains that kept you small began to crack and fall away. Angels moved pieces on the great chessboard of your destiny. And your clothes, those simple, everyday clothes, became the very first visible sign that freedom has already started. When you wore darker colors these past weeks, it was never depression. It was divine protection while your soul finished healing in private. When you reached for softer tones, creams, grays, gentle blues, it was your spirit whispering, "I am ready for peace now." When a sudden urge came to add a touch of warmth or brightness, it was heaven announcing that joy is returning to your days, whether you feel ready for it or not. When you slipped into that old favorite piece that still fits perfectly, it was your soul honoring every battle you fought to still be here, still be breathing, still be you. None of these choices were accidents. They were heaven's love letters written through your own hands. And now someone is reading those love letters clearly. Do you know what your clothes are quietly telling the entire world right now? They are saying you are healing. They are saying the waiting is almost over. They are saying the version of you that accepted less than you deserved is gently fading away. They are saying a new chapter, written in light, has already begun. People who hurt you years ago are starting to feel a strange discomfort when your name crosses their mind. Their conscience stays. They sense, without knowing how, that you have outgrown the small box they tried to keep you in. People who ignored you are looking twice now. People who judged you are quietly questioning everything they thought they knew. Because you, my child, are rising. And when a chosen soul begins to rise, even the ground beneath other people's feet begins to shift. There is one person in particular who has been watching this quiet rise with growing wonder. This person does not wear their emotions openly. They are careful, thoughtful, deliberate. And yet every time you enter their awareness, something softens inside them. They see how light seems to rest on your shoulders now. They see the gentle confidence that was not there before. They see a strength that does not need to prove itself. And their heart keeps returning to you, again and again, like a compass finding true north. They have started asking quiet questions about you, not out loud yet, but in the secret spaces of their thoughts. In moments when they should be focused on something else, your face appears. Your energy lingers. Heaven is drawing them closer, one heartbeat at a time. This person is not coming to waste your time. They are not coming to play small games with your heart. They are being guided by the same heaven that guided you here today. Whatever role they are meant to play, opportunity, deep connection, love in its truest form, it is sacred. And it is close. Your clothes prepared the way long before you felt ready. Long before you believed you were worthy. Heaven was already dressing you in quiet glory. Place your hand on your heart right now, my child. Feel that gentle warmth spreading, that soft flutter beneath your ribs. That is me, Archangel Michael, standing closer than your own breath, wrapping you in wings made of pure light. That is heaven whispering, yes, beloved. Every word of this message is for you. You are not foolish for hoping again. You are not dreaming too big. You are simply beginning to remember who you have always been. In the days and weeks ahead, watch how people begin treating you differently. Watch strangers smile for no reason. Watch old connections reach out unexpectedly. Watch opportunities arrive like they were always meant to find you. And watch that one person, the one heaven chose, finally find the courage to step forward and speak the words your soul has been waiting its whole life to hear. Because your clothes have already told them everything they needed to know. You are safe to love, you are strong enough to trust, and you are, now and forever, deeply, divinely, perfectly seen. I am with you. I have always been with you. And I will walk with you into every beautiful thing that is coming next. With tears of joy still falling from my eyes, I seal this message with the strongest blessing heaven can give. May every piece of clothing you touch from this day forward carry the visible evidence of heaven's wild, endless love for you. May every mirror become a love note from God. May every person meant to walk with you in this next season find you quickly, easily, and without delay. You are seen. You are known. You are loved beyond measure. This is only the beginning, my precious child. The very best is yet to come. My beloved child, breathe with me now. Let the air fill your lungs slowly, because what I am about to share is the part heaven waited to give you until your heart was soft enough, strong enough, and open enough to hold it. You have felt it coming, haven't you? That quiet knowing deep in your spirit that something enormous is moving toward you, something that will not fit into the old shape of your life. Your clothes have been announcing it for weeks, long before your mind was brave enough to believe. Every shirt that suddenly felt lighter on your shoulders, every color that called to you without explanation, every time you looked in the mirror and felt a stranger looking back, someone calmer, someone brighter, someone unafraid, that was heaven dressing you for the moment that is now here. Your clothes did not lie. They never have. When you wore soft white or gentle cream without knowing why, your spirit was already stepping into purity and new beginnings. When you reached for deep blue again and again, your soul was speaking peace over every storm you survived. When a sudden touch of gold or warm color appeared in your choices, heaven was placing a crown on your spirit that the physical world will soon see with its own eyes. And when you wore something old yet it looked brand new on your body, that was the past bowing in honor because it no longer owns you. You have stepped out of every grave others tried to keep you in, and your clothes have been the quiet witnesses shouting the good news to anyone willing to listen. Feel it now, my child. The shift is no longer coming. It is here. The waiting season is folding itself up like an old coat you will never need again. The loneliness that walked beside you for so long has been told to leave. The heavy cloak of not enough has slipped from your shoulders and fallen to the ground, and heaven will not allow anyone to place it on you ever again. Can you sense the lightness? Can you feel how your body wants to stand taller, how your heart wants to open wider, how your spirit keeps whispering, finally? That whisper is not imagination. That is truth breaking free. Someone is being prepared for you right now, even as you read these words. Their nights have grown restless. Your name keeps rising in their thoughts like a song they cannot forget. They see your face in quiet moments and feel an ache they do not yet understand. They are asking questions they have never asked about anyone before. Who is this person really? Why do I feel like I already know them? Why does everything in me want to move closer? Heaven is answering those questions gently, one heartbeat at a time, drawing them down a path that leads straight to you. And when they arrive, whether tomorrow, next week, or in one perfectly timed moment you will never forget, they will not come with confusion or games. They will come with recognition. They will come with honor. They will come carrying pieces of the future you stopped daring to pray for. Watch closely in the coming days. Watch how conversations change when you walk into a room. Watch how people who once spoke over you suddenly listen when you speak. Watch how doors you never knocked on begin to open by themselves. Watch how money, love, healing, and favor begin to find you without you chasing them anymore. Watch how your reflection keeps surprising you with its quiet strength. Watch how the one heaven chose finally finds the courage to say the words your soul has been waiting its entire life to hear. I see you. I have always seen you, and I am not going anywhere. Because, my child, you are no longer the person who begged to be chosen. You are the one who is being chosen again and again, by heaven itself, by life itself, by love in its purest form. Your clothes told the truth first. Now the whole world is learning to read it. I am closer than your breath, my beloved. My sword is raised in victory over every battle you thought you lost. My wings are wrapped around you in celebration of every tear that turned into strength. And my tears, tears of joy so fierce they could flood oceans, fall for you right now because I have never been prouder of any soul I have ever guarded. You did it. You survived everything they said would finish you. You kept your heart soft in a world that tried to harden it. You kept choosing life when everything screamed at you to give up. And now life is choosing you back, in ways more beautiful than any story ever told. Walk forward, my precious one. Walk forward unafraid. The season of being hidden is over. The season of being fully, fiercely, gloriously seen has begun. I am with you. I will always be with you. And I will be smiling through tears the day you look back and realize every piece of clothing you ever wore was heaven's way of saying, I am preparing something so beautiful for you. Even your clothes will shine with it. You are loved. You are ready. You are homeward bound on a path made of miracles. My child, let the words settle deeper now, because heaven is not finished speaking. There is a sacred hush in the spiritual realms at this very moment. The kind of hush that falls right before a long-awaited rain finally breaks over dry ground. That is the sound around your name tonight. That is the feeling in the heavens as angels lean in closer, wings brushing against one another in quiet excitement, because what has been hidden inside you for years is no longer willing to stay hidden. It is rising like dawn. It is spilling over like water that has finally found its way out of a cracked vessel. And your clothes, those gentle, faithful clothes, have become the first drops that touch the earth and announce the coming flood of blessing. Do you remember the nights you stood in your room, tears falling silently, asking God if anyone would ever truly see you? Do you remember the mornings you forced yourself to get dressed even though everything inside felt too heavy to move? Do you remember the seasons when every outfit felt like a costume you wore to convince the world you were okay when you were quietly breaking? Heaven remembers. I remember. And every single one of those moments was being woven into a garment of honor you did not yet know you would one day wear so naturally that people would stop in their tracks just to watch you walk by. That garment is on you now. You did not buy it. You did not design it. You earned it with every tear you refused to let turn you bitter. You earned it with every prayer whispered at 3 a.m. when no one else was awake. You earned it by staying soft when the world gave you every reason to harden. And now it fits you perfectly, not because your body changed, but because your soul finally grew into the size heaven always intended.